Hi guys, so yeah, I'm not gonna show my avatar in this video. Honestly, it's a podcast. It looks better that way to me, honestly. But anyway, welcome back to Elite Talks. Before we continue, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with anyone who might be interested in this type of content. Let's get to it. So, Nepal, about 6 months ago, in September, they had a revolution. So, if you've been living under a rock, the scoop is a bunch of kids usurped a Nepo baby-led government and proceeded to elect their PM on Discord, and that was the interim PM. Now, their new PM is an ex-rapper, but we're not a political podcast, so this is more about their national sport, cricket. So, in the cricketing world, Nepal is a rising associate power. Well, not a power, but basically an associate nation is one level below a full ICC member. This means that they don't have test status. They only play T20 and ODI. And when it comes to big events, they've only made the T20 World Cup. They made it in 2014. Didn't make it for another 10 years, though. To be fair, there was a hiatus from like 2016 to 2021. Then they made it back in 2024 and made it this year. They may be little, but honestly, just don't count them out yet. They have a giant fan base, comparatively speaking. They really showed up for this team in this World Cup. I think one of their games was in Sri Lanka, and that's like the opposite end of the subcontinent. Nepal's, if you know your geography, Nepal's in the north, and Sri Lanka is all the way in the south. So apparently, Nepal has its own league, the Nepalese Premier League, and I believe it was established in 2024, and they have 8 teams. Here they are on screen, and more importantly, we're going to be talking about their stadium situation because they're building a ton of stadiums. So I'm going full 5-point vids here, but after that, we will talk about the current roster situation, and we'll also give a little attention to the women's side. Alright, let's get to the stadium situation. So far, their biggest stadium is TU Ground. It has a capacity of 13,000, but it will be expanded to 20K and get new floodlights. It'll be the first stadium in Nepal to have floodlights. There's the first step. But anyway, Exhibit A, Gautam Buddha International Stadium. What I could find so far, apparently, that it's in 2 phases. The first will be 15,000 seats. Then it'll expand more to approximately 30,000 seats. Honestly, don't know if I'm going through these. If this is a reliable source. I'm using everything, random news sources, Reddit threads, etc. So, yeah, it's really niche. I couldn't find much about it. I tried, and I didn't have much time either. So, please, do not take this as 100% fact. I'm telling you right now, this is not 100% fact. I'm using Reddit threads and articles I don't even know if are reliable or not. So please. So anyway, it says here it's about to be 785 million rupees, Nepalese rupees for construction. That's around less than $6 million. I kind of find that hard to believe. I mean, especially now, it's like stadium constructions are worth like billions. I mean, how much is the Chicago Fire Stadium? That's something to keep in mind. It says Fire Stadium cost is it's 750 million. It's 750 million just for the new stadium. It has 22,000 seats. So, but then again, it's 15. Not even that, it's 15,000. But I don't know. Maybe the rules are probably way different in Nepal than the United States. So here's what it looks like right now. It's 40% completion, and it's actually expected to be completed on January 6th, 2027. That's less than a year from now, actually. That's less than 10 months, actually. So see you soon, Buddha International Stadium. Exhibit B, Fapla International Stadium, 50,000 seats. So I believe this is the biggest stadium in July of 2025. It just got environmental approval, and apparently, I mean, Wikipedia does say this, so it will be the largest stadium in the world outside India and Australia. I think, I'm trying to remember, like, isn't Eden Park, like, bigger? It's around 50,000. I mean, it is, it's a quick, it's not, no, honestly, I mean, okay, I was just thinking something in my head, please, forget what I was, said, but I don't believe, okay, maybe it's one of the largest 50 cricket stadiums, outside, India and Australia. Is it the largest? I don't know. So, that's all I could find. It's like just started being built, and it will be a long time before it's complete. I also forgot to mention this. I can't believe it, but Nepal is hosting the 2027 Women's U19 2020 World Cup. It's being held in Nepal and Bangladesh, so that's why they're building and expanding all these stadiums. Uh, Hopefully, the new PM and regime will do their due. I mean, hopefully the new PM and regime do their diligence, and we get the stadiums. Exhibit C, Extra Tech Stadium. This is the first private sector stadium, so I think that means it's not publicly funded. It has a capacity of 25,000. It's getting construction right now. I think these are photos of what I could find of the construction. So here's the interesting part of Extra Tech. The ground is complete. I mean, oh, the ground is complete. You can play on it. Like, I can go to Nepal. Well, I can't due to my health problems, but you can, like, go to Nepal right now and play a match on it. It has 5,000 seats for its first phase. It's already been done, and it's actually been in 9 months. Okay. This is the first phase. It will be expanded and fully ready in a few years, though I couldn't find an exact date. So right away, we have 3 stadiums larger than the biggest stadium in Nepal. Uh, Even though, like, 2 of them are going to be expanded. I mean, not expanded, sorry. Are going to be, like, 15,000 and 5,000 respective, first, and then be expanded. I mean, and then finally, here's Exhibit D, Molpani Cricket Ground. So this is a photo I could find when looking up Molpani Cricket Ground. So apparently there is this is an expansion. This is what I could find on social media, and this is what it looks right now. There isn't much I could find, but so these are the 4 stadiums that are the really big ones, I believe, that at least I could find. The 5th one, I guess, is TU. A lot of this information, again, please don't, don't take all of this with 100% fact. It's really just murky. Like, it took me hours to find a lot of this information, and I kind of get it. Nepal is an associate nation, and but anyway, as I was saying, Nepal's an associate nation. There isn't a lot of info, but I think this is important, and because let us talk about the product on the field. Nepal, when looking at the roster, has an extremely young team. Of their entire roster, only 2 players are 30 or above. Sompal Kami is 30 and Karan Casey is 34. Meanwhile, the Rhinos have 21 players under 25. Their current captain is Rohit Paudel. He is 23. This is his stats. He's averaged around 27 to 30 runs a game. He's combined for 20 through 50s in 160 games played. This is across T20 and ODI. He hasn't got the experience yet to play first class or list A. He's bowled well too. He's a better T20 player than ODI player in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. The VC is Dipenda Singh Ayuri. I think that's how you pronounce it. Fun fact: he is listed to be in on a PSL roster. That's good. He's 26 years old, so he's a little older than Podell. Podell's going to be 24 actually later this year. Uh, so anyway, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's played first class endless day cricket, though it's only one first class game. He's hovering around 33.2 runs a game in first class and has 60 wickets in the T20 format. So he's putting slightly better T20 numbers. On ODI, I think Podell still edges him out, but to be fair, Podell is 24. He's young. He's still got time. Honestly, a lot of this team has time to improve. Next, we have Kushal Bertel, 29. He's in his prime. I believe he was the opener. I was watching one of the Nepal games. I could be wrong. But looking at his stats, Bertel averages nearly 30 runs a game in T20. And there are two T20s listed. T20I is international matches, but what's the other T20? Is it like the franchise matches or something? I don't know, but I'm just gonna okay, I lost track of thought. I'm really sorry here, folks, but he averages nearly 30 runs a game. This is kind of the same for all the guys in the batting sense. But in T20I, he has an under 13 bowling average. That's crazy. By the way, when I mean average, we are measuring an inning, not a game. I hope that clears things up. Alright, next up we have Asif Sheikh. He is the wicketkeeper of this Rhino squad. He's 24 and a half, actually. He's got similar stats compared to the other players we mentioned, though he's got better ODI stats than T20 stats. And looking at looking at his stumping rate, he is much better in T20 compared to ODI. He's got 6 in, as you can see, he's got 6 in ODI and 16 in T20. Then there's Sandeep Ladmichane. Holy, this man is like Dennis Schroeder. He's always bouncing around. He has the BBL and IPL experience, though he's mostly been on CPL and BBL and Bangladeshi rosters. Great bowling averages in ODI, T20I, and List A. But it turns out while I was doing research, he turned out to be a piece of human garbage, apparently. If you know, you know. So we're moving on. Karan KC, the unk of this roster, 34 years old. Bowling side, he does give up a ton of runs. Compare it to the others we mentioned. He's at his best when playing T20. And honestly, this is why T20 isn't a plague like many people say. I mean, so many players have found their success starting in T20, but I'm going off track. And in ODI, he has 3 outings where he took 5 or more wickets. The issue, I guess, is his run rate. It's higher compared to the others, but overall, it isn't terrible. It's just okay. Of course, when I say all these stats, they're picking on teams their own size. But ignoring the Italy fiasco in this T20 World Cup, they were darn close to beating England. Then the usual happened against West Indies. Then they beat Scotland. Compared to the 2024 run, they lose to the Dutch, get real close. They get real darn close to beating South Africa, the runner-up in 2024. But then they can't even chase 106 against Bangladesh. They'll peak, well, like 70% of this roster will peak in the late 2020s / early 2030s. By 2030, they'll probably make their first World Cup appearance on ODI World Cup. Heck, Nepal might overtake the US in growth. I believe this because they have more passion and a larger fan base, comparatively speaking, to the US. So could Nepal pull in Afghanistan? We don't know, But they're building the infrastructure. They got a young team, a passionate fan base who can sit on bleachers instead of grass. And only time will tell. Before I go, we do need to talk about the women's side. The women's side, as I mentioned previously, they're hosting the 2027 U19 T20 World Cup. Like Nepal, all the women, well, not all, a ton of women are under 25 years old. They don't have a league yet, but here are some of the players they do have. They have Indu Barma. She's 28 years old as their captain. She's a bowler, a 13.67 bowling average, and 29 wickets in 56 matches. Rubina Chetri, 32 years old, 58 matches, 774 runs. That's an inning average of 23.45. Remember, we aren't talking. When I say averages, we're not talking about the game. We're talking about the innings. She also has 42 wickets and a bowling average of 16.66. Then there's Pooja Mahato. She's only 20, and she is the vice captain of this squad. Look at this team. I am like older than 30% of these players. To me, that is just insane, and it kind of terrifies me too. 26 matches for Pooja, 319 runs, 18.76 batting average, 250s, 19 wickets off 62 overs, and a bowling average of 15.57. I mean, as I mentioned, she is the captain, and here I am sitting and screaming in my parents' house. Of course, the women's team will be a bit behind compared to the men's. They haven't qualified for anything major, really. They just missed the cut for the Women's T20 World Cup, though I do have confidence they'll make it in 2028. And that'll be it. I'm sorry I didn't talk much about the women's team. And again, about the stadiums, don't take it with 100% fact. Though, in the gist of it all, the main point, Nepal is going all out for their stadium build. And honestly, I really can't wait for the day when associate nations put players in the IPL. I'm not talking about like one or two players in backup roles. I'm talking about like multiple players in the IPL and even the Big Bash League. But as always, only time will tell. And speaking of the devil, we actually have a T20 franchise cricket video coming out next week. Well, more specifically, the impact that the IPL has had globally. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.